everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video on this makeup look that I am wearing today, and I am trying out some new products in this video and also using products that I used to use like years ago. And let me just say, this was like, I struggled so hard because some of the products that I remember using like years ago, some of them just didn't really work out the way that they used to. But we made it work. I blended everything out. What I'm going to do in this video is pretty much like reviewing the products while you're seeing how I get ready. So that's kind of how I like to do these videos. Eventually, once my little one starts kindergarten and the house is completely quiet, then I will start doing get ready with me's while I'm talking with you guys and things like that. But for right now, I'm doing get ready with me's, and then I'm doing a voiceover, and I'm going to be letting you guys know how I feel about the products I'm using, as well as sharing techniques with you guys and all of that. So I hope that you guys like this type of video. Thank you so much for those of you who support my beauty videos, because that's just another passion of mine. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling good. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate you so much. With that said, if you would like to see how I achieved today's look, then just keep on watching. All right, we're going to start off with the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm, which has been my favorite lately just to prep my lips. Next, we're going in with the One Size Pump Up the Base Concealer. I have been loving this concealer for my eye base. It just covers up everything. There's no darkness, no veins, and the eyeshadow applies beautiful over this concealer and lasts a very long time. Next, we're going in with the Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette by Makeup by Mario, and I'm going to be taking a light brown shade with a MAC 224 brush, which is very fluffy crease brush, and it just helps to distribute the shadow all over the crease. This is the first shade that I'm going to apply, and then after this shade, we're going to start moving up in intensity of the brown. So this is going to be a brown smoky eye, but we have to build our way up to that. So we start off with a lighter color, then we move down to a darker color until we reach the deepest brown shade that we want. So here I'm using a smaller crease brush and making sure to blend that darker shade into the first shade that I applied. And now we're going in with an even deeper dark brown shade, and this is going to go all over my lid. And once you follow this way of blending, the shadow should look very nice, very blown out, blended, not too harsh. So always start off with the lighter color and then work your way up to the darker shade, going down in brush size the darker the shade gets. That way it blends out exactly where you want it. And now that I have all of the brown shades, I took a shimmery brown and applied that to the deep brown shade. And now I'm taking a bone color and I'm going to just blend this on the brow bone just to further blend out the brown shade and where it changes from my skin color to the brown. So this really helps to get rid of any harsh lines. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean up my eyeshadow look with some Neutrogena wipes, and I'm going to apply the Fantasize mascara from One Size before I go in with my lashes. For lashes, I'm going to use the Ardell Wispy lashes, which I was having trouble this day for them to stick on, but I finally got them on, and I added a little bit of mascara on top just to make them a little bit more intense. Now we're going to be trying out the Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm X No Filter Primer, and I don't know how I feel about this product. It did not work for my skin, but I will say that it wasn't completely bad either. So ANSWR's website, it claims to be a no filter primer that visibly tightens, firms, and blurs the look of fine lines and pores for a temporary effect and flawless makeup application. You're supposed to put a thin layer on your face and wait 3 to 7 minutes until it completely dries, and you're supposed to feel like a skin tightening effect, which I did feel. I just feel like my foundation went on a little bit drier than usual. And I am using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC30, which I was a little worried that the shade was too deep for me. But this is the shade that I used to use when I first started off with makeup in high school. I was a total MAC girl, and I must have just gotten a little bit more pale since back then, because this shade was perfect for me, even though I do like the way that it blends into the rest of my body, because my body is darker than my face. Going back to the primer, I feel like it did smooth out my foundation and I looked poreless, but I do feel like it made my skin a little bit dry, so I'm not sure how I felt about it. I wasn't the biggest fan of the texture or the finish that it had, but I did notice a smoothing of the pores and an overall filter-like look to the skin. Next up, I'm going to apply concealer, which is the Dior Backstage Concealer, and this concealer does have a bit more of a radiant finish, so it kind of took down that matte look. And I'm just applying this under the eyes, to the forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and under my lips where I do get a lot of scarring from breakouts. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend everything out, which just really did brighten up the face so much. I love it so much. Next up, I'm going to be bronzing the skin with the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sunkissed Glow Cream Bronzer. This is another product that I might be getting rid of just because I think it's better for people with oily skin. It is very pigmented and it does give you a beautiful bronze look, but my skin is a little bit on the dry side, so it is harder to blend this out, and I have tried it even without the primer and the same thing always happens. So this product I do recommend if you have oily skin, but if you have dry skin, I do prefer the NARS cream bronzer over this one. So that was the only complaint I had about this cream bronzer, but the color, the shade of it is very nice, and it does give you a beautiful bronzed look to the skin. Next up, I'm going to apply cream blush. This is the Huda Beauty Cheeky Tint Cream Blush Stick. This was so easy to work with. I love these. They blend out so easy. You can literally apply it right to the cheek and just use their brush, which is my favorite brush to blend out. And it is the Huda Beauty Blush Brush. And now I'm going to go ahead and set everything with the NARS Light Reflecting Press Setting Powder. And I'm just putting this under the eyes and all over the face. This helps with pores. It helps with setting the makeup. And this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It gives you a radiant finish to the skin while adding a deeper bronze shade. And I did add some to my chest just to kind of match with the face, since the foundation was a little bit deeper than I usually go for. Now for blush, I'm going to apply the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Cheek blush in the shade The Climax. I have been loving these blushes. They also give a really nice, radiant, healthy glow to the skin and beautiful color. Next, I am going to use the Hailey's Retouch Soft Focus Loose Setting Powder, which I heard about this powder from Juicy Jazz here on YouTube, and it is so good. It set everything and it made my face look poreless. Next up, I'm going to be using the D'Alba Italian White Truffle First Spray Serum. Also heard of this from Juicy Jazz here on YouTube, and it does melt your powders onto your skin and just make all of your makeup look super beautiful. For the lips, I'm using NYX lip liner in the shade Cold Brew, which is a really nice brown shade. And for lipstick, I'm going to be applying the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink lipstick in the shade Punchy. I'm loving this lip combo. I'm so happy that I filmed it so that I can use it again. So these lipsticks last forever and they don't transfer, so they are really good, and they're also very affordable. And then for highlight, I'm using the Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Highlighter in the shade Enlighten. Gives a very nice glow to the skin, very radiant, dewy finish, and the formula is very forgiving and thin. Next, I'm applying lower lash mascara, and I'm also going to be adding lip gloss, which is the Hourglass Unreal High Shine Volumizing Lip Gloss in the shade Provoke. I feel like it added the finishing touch to this lip and it just came out stunning. I love it. It's one of my favorite combos I have done so far. So here is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.